Greg's home was the platoon radio man. He knew Corporal Brendan the longest, and he got there about a month after Brendan had already been there. Now, just to let you know how great this unit is, Greg Holmes had chemo treatment this morning at 9 o'clock in Rochester and drove up here to be here for this day. So, Greg.
Thank you, Alfie. Well, I'd like to thank you all for coming. It's an honor for us to be here. Well, his name is Eddie, but we always knew him as Alfie. Didn't know his real name. A lot of it was like that. But I just wanted to say that it was an honor and a privilege to serve with Norrie, because he and I were the only Minnesotans in the platoon. So we got to dig our foxholes together and talk about pheasant hunting one way and deer hunting the other way. So got to know each other pretty well. It was kind of a hit when he got hurt.
Thank you everyone for coming, and again, it's an honor and a pleasure for all of us to be here to honor our dear brother. And like I said, on the day that he was killed, I was just down the hall there, and to show what kind of person he was. He was a corporal, and they don't just give those stripes to anybody. He earned them, and he was every bit the leader that he should have been. And that day he was putting out so much firepower. He was emptying magazines left and right. I mean, the rest of us were trying, but he was pushing back at the NVA, and because of that, he was mortally wounded. You need to be proud, and I know you are, of Corporal Norris Brendan. He was a true American hero.
Now, Frank Eversole was a Lance Corporal in Way City too, but he went to the dark side. He became an officer later on, so that's why I'm calling him up last. So.
Yeah, I wasn't there when Norris was killed. I had been medevaced on the 2nd of February. Yeah. But the Stars and Stripes, which was a magazine, would publish a list of the casualties. And I saw his name when I was in the hospital, and it hurt.
Yeah, I got asked last night at the restaurant, what did he do to get the Silver Star? Yeah, I got emotional. And, you could say he ran through heavily assaulting fire. He did all the crazy jumping from road to house. The difference, he made a difference in who we were, how we fought, how we acted. He made a difference in all of us. Now, maybe we didn't realize that at the moment, but we do now. He was one of those special people that maybe you only get to hear about on TV, watch in a book, or hear from somebody else. The four of us saw it live, and it was an honor to know him. Lieutenant Colonel Frank Eversole reads the citation on the Silver Star for Norris Brendan.
The President of the United States takes pride in presenting the Silver Star Medal posthumously to Corporal Norris Brendan, United States Marine Corps, for service as set forth in the following citation: for conspicuous gallantry and intrepidity in action while serving as an M60 machine gun squad leader with Company A, 1st Battalion, 1st Marines on 5 February 1968. Corporal Brendan was due to rotate back to the U.S., but refused because his Marines were engaged in battle at Fubai. Alpha Company was positioned inside a 2-story building on the south side of the Perfume River. which was near the headquarters of the 6th North Vietnamese Army Regiment, where NVA forces were preparing to attack. Alpha Company was undersized since casualties occurred daily during the first 6 days of fighting. Realizing an enemy assault was imminent, Corporal Brendan, armed with an M16, positioned himself in a second-story window and repelled the enemy's assault with a steady salvo of rounds, expending numerous magazines before being mortally wounded. At great risk to himself, Corporal Brendan volunteered for a dangerous mission that he could have avoided. His leadership and caring provided inspiration not only to junior Marines, but every Company A Marine. By his courage under fire, aggressive fighting spirit, and unwavering devotion to duty, Corporal Brendan reflected great credit upon himself and upheld the highest traditions of the Marine Corps and United States Naval Service. For the President, Carlos Del Toro, Secretary of the Navy.
It's an honor to be able to do this. And I wish Norris was with us today. Now, he might not be here physically, but he's here with us today. And please accept this Silver Star, the 3rd highest award for valor in the U.S. military, in his honor for what he did. You know, this award came out 56 years later. And there's a problem in the award system. You know, they get ignored, they get delayed, they get thrown away. But we had the Marines for Alpha Company that have been putting their stuff together over the years, and it took a lot of time. And if you remember, when we were here last September, he got the Navy and Marine Corps Commendation Medal with Combat V, which was a medal he rated so much more than that. So we kept pushing and pushing and pushing. And finally, the Secretary of the Navy and the Marine Corps agreed with us, and they upgraded his medal to the Silver Star. So, and again, you know, he's not here with us today, but he's watching down on us. Hoorah, Corporal Brendan.